Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Bariatric Living 101. I'm Lisa, and today I have a treat for you. In past videos, I did my sugar-free blueberry mini cheesecakes. Well, I figured with the holidays coming up, I'm going to do my sugar-free mini pumpkin cheesecakes for you today. So that's what we're making. So let's go ahead and get started. So right now I am getting ready to make my crust. I'm using my new trail cinnamon pecan granola. I am going to blend that up in my food processor, and about 5 ounces of it. And then we're going to add, right now I have 1 1/4 ounces, well 1.25 ounces of butter in my pot. And I'm going to melt that on the stove so that I can add that to my granola to make my crust. So I'm going to go ahead and get the butter melted. Last time I tried to melt a little bit of butter in my microwave sent like electricity through it. So I'm not doing that anymore. So on the stove it is. So I forgot to hit record, but what I already went ahead and measured out 5 ounces of my granola into my food processor. And now my butter is about all melted. I'm going to add that to, well, first I'm going to grind this up and then I'm going to add my butter. Alright, so I'm going to take you over here to my Ninja so I can get this grinded up. Look at that. Perfectly ground up. So now I'm going to pour my 1.25 ounces of melted butter into there. And go back over there to my Ninja and get this blended up together. And that's what we have right here. Some blended up, crushed up granola, keto granola with some melted butter. So now I have my silicone cupcake tin that I like so much. And we're going to fill these up. Alright, so I have my cupcake tin. I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I'm just going to drop some of this in each one of these. I got my little tool here that I'm going to pat these down with. This little tool with the cupcake tins makes it easy. Alright, so that's all patted down, and now it's going to go into my 350 degree oven for 12 minutes. Okay, we're going to get the crust out of the oven. nice and golden brown. I'm gonna let those cool while we work on the batter. I just want to show you my bowl, what I'm doing. So first we're going to add our cream cheese. We're doing 12 ounces of cream cheese. And make sure I get all the little bits of cream cheese out of there. It's a package that didn't want to open very easily. And then half of another package, 4 ounces of that one. Okay, I want to get that blended up real quick before we add our sweetener. All right, and to this cream cheese, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of Splenda. You can use your choice of artificial sweeteners. This is mine. I find that Splenda bakes really well. So. And to this, I'm going to go ahead and add in my cornstarch, which is 0.75 ounces of cornstarch. I'm also going to go ahead and add in my spice. I'm going to do my pumpkin pie spice. And this I'm going to be eyeballing a little bit because I'm not sure how much I'm going to put in yet. But I'm going to start off with a teaspoon. So this is a half a teaspoon. One teaspoon is probably going to do it, but we'll see. Okay, now it's time to add in a 1/4 cup of pumpkin. Now I'm telling you, you don't want to get pumpkin pie filling. It has too much sugar. So you need to get the 100% pumpkin puree. This does not have the sugar. So 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree, 100% pumpkin puree. And I am going to put in a little bit of vanilla. I'm doing half a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm also, because I already know a 1/4 cup of Splenda is not going to be enough sweetener for me. And I'm wanting to jazz up my pumpkin pie cheesecake, my pumpkin cheesecake a little bit. So I'm adding some splashes of Jordan skating syrups, which I have the brown sugar cinnamon and I have a caramel. So I'm going to put a little bit of each one of these into my cheesecake. This is something I just eyeball and taste it and adjust and taste and adjust. So a couple splashes of that. And then we're going to add in our heavy cream, which that is 2.7 ounces, fluid ounces of heavy cream. And then we're going to give that a mix till it's well combined. Okay, and this is where I'm going to be tasting it before I add in my eggs. See if I need to make any adjustments. It's actually really good, but I think I am going to add a little bit more pumpkin pie spice. Maybe a dash of some cinnamon, just for a little extra. Now let's see how it does. Another taste test here. Yum, that's really good. You can't even tell that is sugar-free. That's just so amazing. Okay, now I am going to add in my 2 beaten eggs. You only want to beat this, mix it until it is well combined. You don't want to overmix it. Okay, so our batter is done. Jiggly. Okay, I have my crust right here. And I got my cheesecake batter. I got my ice cream scooper. We're going to put the batter in the tin. While I'm doing this, I do have a teapot on my stove with water, heating that up so I can pour a little bit of hot water into my pan to do the steam bath. I remember from last time I had to scrape the bottom of this thing and steal a little bit from other ones to make my last little cheesecake here. Although I think I might have enough. Just gotta scrape the bowl. I might not have to steal from any other cheesecake here. Just remember, if you do make this, to remember to scrape your bowl so you can get that last cheesecake in there. All right, and I will see you in a minute after the water in the teapot gets done. Okay, teapot is done. And now I'm going to pour that hot water into this pan, but I'm going to do it from my oven so I don't get burned. It doesn't need a lot because it'll be done in about 30 minutes. Right, so cheesecakes are in the oven. I turned my heat down to the oven from 350 down to 300 a while ago, so the temperature would get on down there. And so now the cheesecakes are baking at 300 degrees, and they will be done in about 25 to 30 minutes. So just keep an eye on them, and they're not going to be like have a little jiggly center like bigger cheesecakes do, because these just get done so fast. And so unless we can catch it right before it loses its jiggliness, I might check it in about 20 minutes and see if I can catch it. Last time I made these, I didn't catch it. It was 30 minutes and they're kind of firm. But you know what? They turned out great. They were, after they sat in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and they were great. So yeah. So I'm looking forward to these though, because this is pumpkin ones and I love pumpkin cheesecake. And I'm going to drizzle some caramel sauce from Jordan Skinny Syrups on top and add a little bit of my salted caramel salt. And so yeah, it's going to be really good. So we'll be back in a little bit when the cheesecakes are done. Alrighty, let's check the cheesecakes. Oh yeah. Gold necklace of mine gets hot. Didn't know the heat like that. All right, and here they are. They look good and done. There's not much jiggle to them. It's only been 20 minutes. I didn't go the 30 minutes this time, I went 20. And there's still no jiggle, but they do need to set in the refrigerator for a couple hours. And they're not as, as done as the last batch I made when I did my blueberry ones. They're not as firm as those, but so let me give you a close-up. All right, so to the touch, you can still see there's a little bit of softness, but they're not jiggly, but they are a little bit soft. So they do need to set in the refrigerator for a couple hours. Once you get them down to room temperature first, and then put them in the refrigerator for a couple hours. And once they come out, we will drizzle caramel sauce on top and sprinkle a little bit of my salted caramel salt on top and do a taste test, and it's going to be so yummy. So I cannot hardly wait, but I will see you in a couple hours. So just so you guys know, I went ahead and sprinkled my salted caramel salt on my cheesecakes while they were still warm. So I remember from the last time I did that, it was kind of just sat on top. I wanted them to the salt to actually melt on top of my cheesecakes. So sorry I didn't show you me actually sprinkling it on, but here it is. Hi everybody, welcome back. So it's been a couple hours and they are ready to be popped out of the tin. So I've got my platter. Okay, I'm gonna see how well I can pop these out. Oh, very easily. Oh yeah. These are much more like cheesecake, much softer on the sides than the last batch I did when I did my blueberry ones. Oh my gosh, I just got a little taste of that. That was so good. Here, let me try this one over here. There we go. I'm just going to plate 3 of them. Pop these back in the refrigerator. Wow. And now for the caramel sauce. I'm so happy about this. Look at this. They look so good. Oh my gosh. I am so impressed with how these look. And now we get to taste them. I had me some sugar-free Cool Whip. I'm going to put some Cool Whip on top of one of them. Yum. Oh my gosh. Make these. I mean, really, really make these. Oh my god, these are good. They don't even taste sugar-free at all. 0 sugar-free. I mean, and I know they are. Oh my gosh, these are so good. These are... My blueberry ones are awesome. But these are so much better. Oh my gosh. You can taste the pumpkin, taste all the spices. I even sprinkled that salted caramel salt on top when they were still warm, so you get all that salt. And then this caramel sauce on top. Wow, I'm gonna try it without the Cool Whip. It's just so good. You don't need the Cool Whip. Cool Whip's great, but you don't need it. Oh my god. Sometimes, you know, I just impress myself. So, I hope you make these. And please do. Let me know if you do. And send me pictures if you do. So, I hope you make these for your holiday table for Christmas. People will absolutely love them. They won't even know they're sugar-free. So, yeah. Let me know if you do. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.